IR35 does not impact employed workers. It impacts those workers engaged as limited company contractors, otherwise known as personal service companies. If you are working as a contractor, then until April 2020, it was your responsibility to determine whether you fell inside or outside of the scope of IR35. The change in legislation that applies for the 2020-2021 tax year means that the onus for the decision shifts from you as the worker to the company, the client, to whom you are providing services. The client now makes the decision and should notify you whether your role is inside or outside of IR35. Their decision will impact how you are taxed. If your role is deemed inside IR35, don't panic. It simply means you need to ensure you operate in a compliant manner. You have in effect three choices. The first is that you can of course choose to remain operating as a limited company contractor. In this case, the business paying your company will need to make appropriate deductions for employment taxes, and this is also likely to result in a change to your contract. The second change is that you could decide to go permanent. By becoming a PAYE employee, either directly with the end client, with your recruitment agency, or through an umbrella company, IR35 will no longer apply, and you would also be eligible for relevant employee benefits. As an example, sick pay or pension contributions. The third choice is that you change how you work, maybe who you work for, and maybe the work you do, such that it can be deemed outside of IR35. Now, the client has a duty to carry out the assessment using reasonable care. But if you are unhappy with how your role has been categorized, you can challenge the decision directly with them. If you do so, the client has 45 days within which they have to respond back to you. To help in the assessment, HMRC has developed a tool called CEST, C-E-S-T, Checking Employment Status for Tax. You can find it by searching CEST HMRC in Google. The tool, by asking a series of questions about your role, how you're managed, what you do, will help decide and determine whether you fall inside or outside of IR35. When using the tool, you'll be asked to provide a range of information, including details about your responsibilities. Who decides what work you do? Who decides when, where, how the work is delivered? How you are paid, if the contract includes benefits or reimbursements. Note, HMRC has stated that provided the tool has been used correctly, in the event of any investigation or legal dispute, they will stand by the results of CEST. So before challenging any decision, I would recommend it would be worth looking at the tool. This video has explained how IR35 impacts contractors, how you can appeal any decision, and how you can use the HMRC tool to independently verify how your role is viewed. This can sound complex, but IR35 doesn't need to be scary. And if you have any questions or would like to know any more, please get in touch at any time. Thank you.